From the National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC), developing Nigeria's automotive industry. This is Automotive Hour, projecting Nigeria's automotive industry to the world.
In the fast-evolving global automotive landscape, sustainability is no longer an option, it is a necessity. From recycling vehicle parts to reducing industrial waste, the journey toward a greener, cleaner auto industry begins with responsibility. Hello and welcome to another edition of Automotive Hour, brought to you by the National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC). This program brings you the latest developments, insights, and innovations shaping Nigeria's automotive industry. And I am your host, Maimuna Ahoiza-Zubair. This week, we highlight auto sustainability and recycling, with a spotlight on end-of-life vehicle (ELV) regulation, a vital framework designed to promote environmental protection, circular economy practices, and responsible automotive waste management in Nigeria. And on our Meet the Manufacturer segment, we'll be featuring Nord Automobiles Limited, a proudly Nigerian automotive manufacturer championing innovation, durability, and sustainability with a growing focus on research and development. It promises to be an insightful edition as always, but first, let's bring you the top stories making the rounds in Nigeria's automotive sector.
The National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC) has intensified its push for sustainable mobility with the sensitization of stakeholders in Kano on the recently launched end-of-life vehicle (ELV) regulations. Representing the Director General, Chief Otumba Joseph Oluwemimo Oshonipin, the Council's Director of Policy, Planning and Statistics, Mr. Musa Sani, said the regulation goes beyond waste management, describing it as a strategic blueprint for economic diversification, environmental protection, and industrial renewal. He noted that the policy launched earlier this year by the Honorable Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Owo-Eno, is expected to generate more than 40,000 jobs, create massive recycling opportunities, and support greener Nigerian cities. Delivering a keynote on behalf of Honorable Tiesia Obo, Deputy Chairman of the House Committee on Environment, the Managing Director of the Recycling and Environmental Development Initiative of Nigeria, Redden, Dr. Finri Mbata, described the ELV regulations as a national pathway to a circular economy. He stressed that the initiative would reduce pollution, attract private investment, and drive job creation nationwide. Redden, already designated as a recycling partner for implementation, pledged to work closely with NADDC, government agencies, and private sector players to establish a robust system for ELV collection, dismantling, and recycling. The Council also announced the plans for a multi-stakeholder steering committee to guide the effective rollout of the ELV policy, modeled after global best practices in countries like Japan and the Netherlands. The Director General, through his representative, expressed appreciation to Senator Eno for championing the regulation and to Honorable Obo for strengthening its legal framework. The program concluded with goodwill messages from stakeholders who pledged continued collaboration to ensure the ELV agenda delivers on NADDC's broader mandate, creating jobs, promoting safer mobility, protecting the environment, and driving Nigeria's automotive industrial growth. In a strategic push to strengthen Nigeria's automotive ecosystem and accelerate local industrial growth. The National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC, in collaboration with the House of Representatives Committee on Industry, embarked on a strategic oversight visit to key automotive assembly plants in Lagos State. The visit, which took place on October 14, 2025, underscores the federal government's commitment to deepening partnerships between policymakers and private sector players, with a focus on improving infrastructure, strengthening local manufacturing capacity, and ensuring a more enabling environment for assemblers. Leading the delegation was the Director General of NADDC, Chief Otumba Oluwemimo Joseph Oshonipin, alongside the Chairman of the House Committee on Industry, Honorable Dr. Eniton Dolapo Badru, and other distinguished members of the committee. The team visited CIG Motors, Dag Bajaj, and Simba Group, three major automotive assemblers contributing significantly to Nigeria's mobility development and job creation efforts. During the tour, the delegation inspected production lines for motorcycles, tricycles, and modern vehicles, gaining first-hand insight into assembly operations, quality assurance, and local components utilization. In his remarks, the NADDC Director General emphasized the Council's continued drive to foster policies that promote technology transfer, local innovation, and sustainable manufacturing, ensuring that Nigeria's automotive sector aligns with the renewed hope agenda of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We are supporting them with necessary policy. We've been interacting with them. What are the challenges they were facing? All those challenges are being addressed one after the other. And you could hear the last place we went to. They asked about the challenge, and it's as if they have no challenge because most of the things they brought to us, most of them have been resolved.
The chairman of the House Committee on Industry, Honorable Dr. Badru, commended NADDC's leadership and reaffirmed the committee's readiness to provide legislative backing that will help local assemblers thrive in a globally competitive market.
The regulators are doing what they are supposed to do. NADDC, son and man. We also see that the assembler too, they are doing what they are supposed to do.
The Lagos State Oversight visit marks day one of the committee's wider engagement with stakeholders across Nigeria's automotive value chain. It aims to strengthen accountability, address policy and infrastructure gaps, and accelerate progress towards a vibrant, self-sustaining automotive industry that drives innovation, employment, and national development.
Welcome back to Automotive Hour. Now, as nations worldwide embrace sustainability, Nigeria's automotive sector is taking bold steps towards responsible production and recycling, beginning with the end-of-life vehicle regulation. Developed by the NADDC in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Justice, Recycling and Economic Development Initiative of Nigeria, REDIN, and supported by UNIDO. The regulation aims to ensure that vehicles which have reached the end of their useful life are properly managed, dismantled, and recycled, creating new value chains, jobs, and economic opportunities while protecting the environment. Under this initiative, Nigeria is expected to recycle thousands of tons of metals, tires, and used oil annually, generating significant revenue and positioning the country as a key player in Africa's circular automotive economy. Let's take a closer look.
The end of a vehicle's life does not have to mean the end of its value. In Nigeria, what many see as waste, end-of-life vehicles, ELVs, holds tremendous potential for environmental protection, resource recovery, job creation, and sustainable growth. With nearly 11.8 million vehicles already on our roads in 2018 and imports continuing apace, Nigeria faces a growing surge of aging, imported, or non-functional vehicles. Many arrive near end of life, yet within them lie recoverable materials, metals, plastics, engines, tires, oils, raw materials waiting for a second life. To harness this potential, the National Automotive Design and Development Council, in collaboration with the Recycling and Economic Development Initiative, REDIN, and the Federal Ministry of Justice, has developed a draft ELV regulation. A baseline study was conducted in collaboration with the United Nations Industrial Development, UNIDO, to benchmark Nigeria's ELV recycling capacity, laying the groundwork for implementation. Globally, ELV regulations help structure a circular economy, reducing pollution, reclaiming valuable materials, and ensuring safe disposal practices. Countries like Germany, Japan, and the EU have long established frameworks for vehicle decommissioning, material recovery, and end-of-life recycling mandates. Nigeria's approach through NADDC aims to align with such standards while adapting to local conditions. Under the Nigeria First agenda, ELV regulation becomes more than environmental policy. It is national industrial strategy. By recovering domestic raw materials, reducing dependence on imports, and creating downstream industries, Nigeria can reinforce its self-reliance and economic sovereignty. Implementation of ELV regulation will deliver tangibles, including creation of 40,000 direct and indirect jobs, recycling of over 140,000 tons of ferrous and non-ferrous metals yearly, processing more than 2 million tires, millions of liters of engine oil, and generating over 100 billion naira in revenue, mitigating environmental hazards and improving road safety. The strategy centers on effective management and recycling of automobile waste, promoting environmental sustainability, job generation, and circular economic practices. Public awareness and stakeholder engagement are key elements. Across Kano, Lagos, Abuja, and beyond, sensitization workshops organized by the Council have brought together regulators, mechanics, assemblers, scrap dealers, and citizens to build consensus around ELV regulation. For the Director General of the NADDC, Chief Otumba Oluemimo Joseph Osaniping, his approach envisions setting up regulated decommission centers, forging industry partnerships, and ensuring compliance across the sector. In the same vein, the Honorable Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Owan Eno, has called for collaborative support across agencies to uphold sustainable practices needed for an industrialized Nigeria. Similarly, from a legislative standpoint, Honorable Tese Ugbo, the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Environment, has reaffirmed commitment to policy crafting aligned with climate change, resource recovery, and environmental sustainability. Despite challenges of financing for ELV infrastructure, enforcement of standards across informal markets, and incentivizing scrap value chains, consistent policy application and legislative backing continues to anchor the ELV framework. Indeed, the prospects are compelling. With NADDC at the driver's seat, we envision a Nigeria where vehicles give back to the earth, where waste becomes wealth, where industry, environment, and community thrive together.
Welcome back. Beyond policy and regulation, sustainability is best reflected in the practices of forward-thinking companies building the future today. This week on Meet the Manufacturer, we showcase Nord Automobiles Limited, a proudly Nigerian automotive brand redefining vehicle manufacturing through local innovation, quality, and environmental consciousness. With nearly 40% local component integration, Nord is advancing the NADDC's Nigeria First vision by producing durable, efficient, and affordable vehicles suited for Nigerian roads and climate. In collaboration with the Lagos State Government, the company has established a research and development center within the University of Lagos, where students and professors contribute to groundbreaking ideas in automotive technology and sustainable design. Nord Automobiles shows what's possible when innovation, sustainability, and national development drive in the same direction. Let's explore further.
Nigeria's automotive journey continues to evolve, and leading that evolution is Nord Automobiles Limited, a proudly Nigerian vehicle manufacturer that has grown its reputation for assembling durable, efficient, and reliable vehicles tailored to local needs.
Nord is an auto company, auto assembler and manufacturer here in Nigeria. We have a couple of factories, two in Lagos and some in other states in Nigeria. We were set up to solve some of Nigeria's mobility problems, ensure that we're able to provide Nigerians with durable, efficient, reliable, beautiful vehicles at an amazing price.
With production rooted in affordability and functionality, Nord is blazing the trail towards self-reliance in Nigeria's automotive sector. The company currently sources 37% of its materials and services locally, and is projecting a significant jump to 60% in the near future.
We currently produce around 31 to 37% of our components in Nigeria. The rest comes from outside Nigeria. And for me, a major part of that is because it's the steel. If we can get our steel in Nigeria, I'm sure we'll be doing close to 60% of our components in Nigeria. Because currently we don't have a steel industry. We cannot get steel in Nigeria, so we still have to import a lot of the body, the vehicle body, from outside, and also the engines. But most of the plastic parts, handles, grill, branding, bumper, we make them here ourselves.
For Nord, this focus on local content isn't just a business strategy, it's a national imperative. According to the CEO, Oluwatobi Ajayi, the recently launched Nigeria First policy aligns with what local manufacturers have long advocated for: preference for locally assembled vehicles over imported used cars. The expected result: a stronger economy, expanded job opportunities, and a more resilient automotive value chain.
The Nigerian First policy is an amazing, so I'm very happy about it. There are so many reports that talk about how many vehicles Nigerians buy a year. Between almost 500,000, about 500,000 vehicles and motorcycles are imported into Nigeria every year. That's a huge amount. We cannot continue like that.
At the heart of Nord's model is innovation through collaboration. In partnership with the Lagos State Government, the company has established a research and development center at the University of Lagos, tapping into fresh ideas and solutions from students and the faculty.
We built a research and development center and also an assembly complex inside University of Lagos. That's one of our best initiatives. We get a lot of brilliant ideas from the students and the professors there. We collaborate together. The professors and the students don't just throw their project away. They do their research. They have a place to come and see it live. It's not just theory. Our relationship with Unilag, and it's going very well, and I'm happy. But of course, government and industry collaboration is the way forward.
Nord is also at the forefront of clean mobility. Long before it became a trend, the company advocated for compressed natural gas and electric vehicles. Today, its fleet includes CNG models, and a dedicated electric vehicle subsidiary is already in the works.
CNG is the way for us as a country. And also, electric vehicles are also, when you drive, it is nicer to drive, arguably easier to maintain. So we're also there. We're actually launching a subsidiary, wholly owned subsidiary of Nord in a month or so, which is going to be a full electric vehicle subsidiary. we don't just launch things in Nord. We do a lot of R&D. We'll make sure that what we are releasing to the market has been tested and run so many times that it is very good.
One of the challenges local automakers face is after-sales service. Nord responds to these with a network that spans all 6 geopolitical zones and major Nigerian cities, ensuring that vehicles are not just sold but properly maintained.
We take after sales very, very seriously. That's why you find it very rare to see a customer complain about the quality of after sales service or the quality of our vehicles itself. You don't see not vehicles breaking down the road. You don't see, because we prioritize the proper maintenance and repairs of our vehicles. We also let the customers understand the importance of this, and we also hold our warranty tight. We also ensure that we stick to the warranty. We make sure the customers do maintain the vehicles in a way that they are able to enjoy the warranty. Vehicles are machines that require maintenance.
Youth empowerment is also central to Nord's operations. The company actively recruits young Nigerians, trains them in advanced manufacturing, even sending some abroad to build a competitive local workforce capable of global standard output.
We recruit brilliant young people. As long as you're brilliant, even if you don't have the required experience, we will take you because we know we will train you.
Looking ahead, Nord's CEO sees only growth in the horizon, both for the company and for Nigeria's entire automotive ecosystem, and credits part of that momentum to the current leadership at the NADDC, which has ushered a new era of transformation and potential.
In the next 5 years, I see a Nigerian auto industry that is one of the biggest in Africa. I think we have the capacity. It's not just a patriotic statement when I say we are the giant of Africa, we are big. I've traveled around Africa and I can tell you for a fact that Nigeria is a country with immense potential. We just need to do what we need to do. And one of it is this Nigerian first.
Indeed, with Nord Automobile as a stakeholder, the future is bright for the automotive industry in Nigeria.
Under the guidance of Mr. Joseph Shanikmi has transformed. You can ask anybody. That's why you're here. This is their idea. But guess what? In many years ago, before they came in, we used to plead for things like this. I used to tell them because I know how the auto industry, for example, is in Germany, in Brazil, in China. They are at the forefront of economic conversations. We are currently working with NADC. We're doing great things. I see us doing even more things.
Indeed, with Nord Automobile as a stakeholder, the future is bright for the automotive industry in Nigeria.
Introducing Nord Automobiles, where every detail is meticulously crafted, ensuring a journey of comfort and sophistication. Step inside and experience a sanctuary of style and cutting-edge technology, designed to elevate your senses and redefine your experience. Nord Automobiles, crafted to turn heads and inspire. Experience the extraordinary and experience Nord.
Well, that brings us to the end of this edition of Automotive Hour. From the NADDC's commitment to environmental responsibility through the ELV regulation to Nord Automobile's inspiring work in sustainable local manufacturing, one truth stands out. The future of Nigeria's automotive industry lies in innovation that respects both people and the planet. At the National Automotive Design and Development Council, we remain dedicated to driving sustainability, enabling growth, and empowering industries that place Nigeria at the forefront of global automotive advancement. Thank you for watching. Remember to follow our social media handles showing on your screen for more updates, features, and stories from across the automotive world. Join us us next week for another exciting episode. Until then, I am Maimuna Ahoiza Zubair, and this is Automotive Hour. Bye for now.